Yeah, TikTok. I mean, I don't have an account yet, but I understand it's massive. And this whole thing about YouTube Shorts is a direct reaction to TikTok. So it's basically what they were trying to do with the community tab, that they integrate social features from other platforms directly onto YouTube. Very clever, YouTube, to give people a community tab to share things that you would normally share on other social platforms. You do that on the community tab on YouTube. And now we have YouTube Shorts, which is a direct competition is probably the wrong word, but it's a way to share shorter videos directly on YouTube. And I don't think you have to do anything particular for that, as long as they're about 30 seconds. I think under a minute, YouTube classes them as shorts automatically. But the amount of views some of these shorts get is quite dramatic, usually because of scary thumbnails people put on there. Interesting. It's one of those things. Yes, I remember, Brian, Facebook used to be actually nice, because when it was less bloated, when it was more or less devoid of ads, Facebook was a real nice alternative. I used to use it to stay in contact with so many of my freelance colleagues that I knew but wouldn't see for weeks on end. It'd be nice to just catch up with friends and work colleagues that way. So that was really good back in the day. But yeah, no, not anymore. TikTok, there've been various implementations of that type of format. I think the earliest I can remember was something called 12seconds.tv. Do you remember that? It's fairly short-lived, and the idea was, that was before Facebook and Twitter, by the way, so it was before the advent of social networks. There was this company, 12 Seconds, made by 3 guys, and it was just a web service that we'd call a web service today, onto which you could upload short video clips, nothing else, much like a series of blog bits and pieces, and you could have a maximum of 12 seconds to do that. And it was quite interesting, the amount of dedication that you had to put into 12 seconds. So you couldn't ramble on like I do. It wouldn't be possible. You had to make a point in 12 seconds. And I remember it because around the same time I had a similar idea. Wouldn't it be cool to post short video messages and turn that into a thing? So we're talking literally 15 years ago, I must be. And I had put this on a blog post of my website back in the day and talked about this. And then I think I made another blog post saying, oh my God, somebody has already turned that idea into reality, and it already exists, and it's called 12 Seconds. And one of the developers of 12 Seconds, one of the 3 guys, got in touch and left a comment on my thread and said, you know what, great minds think alike. And I thought, that's quite interesting. Do you know, I think, Neville, Facebook is still a favorite with the older generation, like I would class us as the older generation. I think we remember Facebook from back in the day, and I think that's why we're still with Facebook. That's the reason why we still have Facebook. But I think there is also the younger generation who now, I think nowadays, wouldn't necessarily sign up to Facebook anymore, because what's the point? And I think that's the reason why Facebook bought Instagram, and that is why they have that now. So yeah, they cater to both audiences, I think. Yeah, and I still have it, Brian, because I get contacts through Facebook. It's something I get that and Instagram messages. That's the only other reason why I'm on Instagram. Not because I post things there, but people find me through that, and then contacts happen. So it's kind of important to be on these platforms.